Hello, everybody. My name is Laura. I'm your NST TM maker and as well your MTVP TM for the term 1819. Today we are going to talk about the Blue Code. And if you are a team leader or if you're thinking of applying for a team leader, this is the right thing for you to do to watch this video because I don't know if you know, but recently we had the Global TM Summit. And one of the outputs of this summit is this Blue Code, which is a code, a book for team leaders. So we are going to see what this is about today and how this can help you in your term as a team leader or to prepare for this position. Okay, let's start. First of all, the Blue Code has three parts, which we will consider in this video. First of it is the team behaviors, then we have the team standards, the guideline for the team standards, and the team leader calendar. For the team behaviors, I think I really hope you are familiar with this. These are the core competencies of the competence model. And here we have agility, growth, empathy, and eagerness. The competence model is like a guideline, a profile for us to know how the ideal eye-taker should look like in terms of behavior and competences. So these are for you to, like a guideline for you to grow these competences for yourself, but as well to search to develop them in your team. And this, showing this picture to you is not enough. I really hope you are going to go on ISEC Hub and read more about them because for each competence, for example, for agility, you have different levels of development. So you can assess yourself or your team members and see in which one of the levels your team members are and how you can make them go to the other level and grow. So this you can do for each of the competences, and as well there are some work principles according to your level of management inside the organization, and this is as well going to help you to manage your time better and tasks and just have a better management of your work inside the organization. So I really do recommend you to check out this and see how you can apply it according to the reality of your entity and your schedule in general. So these are the competences that you have to work on to be a good team leader and as well to search to develop them in your team members inside your OC. Then, a guideline of how to apply team standards. What is really important for you to know is that team standards are not how can I say this? Team standards for me are the minimum we can do in order to deliver a good team experience for our members. And as we have the competence model to assure that we have a profile for how an ISEC should be, the team standards are, let's say, a profile for how a team in ISEC should be. So here you have briefly mentioned the team standards according to each phase that a team goes through inside, I don't know, a department or a project in ISEC. And this really helps you because you have each one of the standards explained, each one of the phases explained here. And here you can see how you can actually put this in practice, which kind of synergies you need to have for this to happen. And for example, for transition, if you are a current team leader, please bear in mind and please make sure you have a quality transition for your successor because this is a really big asset in his or her experience to come, and it's really important to share the learning points you had. I'm not going to insist on this because there are a lot of standards and they go really into detail. This is for you to read more and see better how you can work on them. But this is going to help you a lot. Back in the days, 2 years ago, when I was a team leader, we didn't have this. I really wish we did because it really helps and really makes a difference. Some team standards are maybe a bit abstract, a bit general, so you don't know exactly, especially if it's the first team leader experience of yours, you kind of don't know how to put them in practice. So I deeply and personally recommend you to go through this. Here is for the performing phase. And here it shows you as well when to do it, but about when to do things we are going to talk in the next chapter of this book. and transition again for the closing phase. Okay, now for the team leader calendar. I think it is a bit confusing, especially again if it's your first team leader experience, to know. Okay, I know the team standards; they are here. I know how to put them in practice, but I don't know exactly how to plan my term. And maybe I don't know. My VP is busy, and I don't have exactly the time to sit and plan with the VP. So how do I plan the team standards? How do I plan to apply the team standards according to the reality of my LC and according to the big planning of my LC? So this calendar and this last chapter of this blue code explains exactly what you should do in each week of your team leader experience, starting from the moment you are selected and you receive transition from your predecessor to what you actually do when you get to be alone with your team. Alone being that the transition ends and you are fully on this position. So here you have explained exactly for each one of the weeks and as well for each one of the phases. You can see here building for each one of the phases of a team in team standards, when and how you should apply everything. So for example, here you have a briefly description of what you should do or what is expected from you to do in the first month as team leader. And then again, for each phase, exactly what you should do. Yeah, this is a really brief description of the blue code. Maybe you're asking yourself, why should I follow the blue code and not do things as I imagine I should do them? Because, well, it is a leadership position, and leadership in general is about having a vision, putting it in practice, and searching for people that believe in the same vision as you to follow it. Well, this blue code makes things more easier and just gives you a framework, a point of reference of how you should do things. Maybe if you're at the first experience of team leader and you are actually thinking of applying now for this position, it is helping you a lot. If you already are a team leader, you are just questioning yourself, why should I take into consideration the blue code? Because my experience already ended. Yeah, this helps you to review your performance as a team leader, the things you've done, maybe some team standards that you put in practice. And here I really want to highlight the importance of the team leader into offering a good membership experience inside this organization, because you directly manage a team, so you have the direct impact of assuring a good quality experience for the members we have inside the organization. So the role you play in your LC is extremely important for this matter. So if you're a current team leader, I really suggest you go through the blue code because you can review your experience. And if you're thinking of applying for another team leader experience, which I highly recommend, um, maybe in a different department, or you can try something new. This helps you to do things in a different way compared to the experience you had previously. So the blue code comes directly from the AI. It was built and people from the AI and the steering team thought about this in the Global TM Summit. It is fresh, it is new, it is the latest thing you can take into consideration to make your term performant. So this is it. If you have any question, please get to us on Slack. You can ask Barbara, you can ask me. We can talk more about this. I cannot wait for us to work together and to meet in Portugal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. And if you have any question or if you want to talk more about the components of the Blue Code, please approach us and we will make sure everything is understood from our side. Have an amazing day. Muito obrigada. I cannot wait to see you.